Today, I thought we'd take a little bit of a trip back in time, back to Bad Company 2. Don't ask me why I decided to go back to Bad Company 2, I just had the feeling that I wanted to go and play the game, and I was really glad that I did. The footage that I've recorded is about a week and a half old now, but when I did go back and play, I had an absolute blast, and there were so many different reasons as to why, and it kind of made me think how Battlefield Hardline is going to fit into the series. I'll try and explain it as best as I can, but Bad Company 2 had a similar birth, or at least the Bad Company series in general, had a similar birth to how Hardline is being perceived right now. And I kind of wanted to just sort of talk about that a little bit because both games deserve credit, and Bad Company grew up to be one of the best games in the franchise for a lot of people, and perhaps Hardline could go the same way. Now, I'm sure you've seen recently that there were lots of people that released Battlefield Hardline footage on their channels. I myself released a video about the new Hotwire game mode. And obviously from my point of view, I've played a lot of Hardline. I've been able to see it go from its infancy, pre-alpha, all the way up to where it is now, past the first beta, and possibly into the second beta that is only just round the corner. Hasn't been officially announced yet, but the rumours are it could be around sometime after Christmas, going into the new year. And I'm really excited for that, because you guys haven't had a chance to play Hardline as it sits right now. And to be perfectly honest, I can't think of a better shaped Battlefield game than what it actually is right now. It performs very well, much as what you expect. There's a few new mechanics in there. There's a few different things that you're not going to be expecting. But then at the end of the day, it is its own game. It is a new game. And it's there for everyone to enjoy. And I think with the second beta that you're going to be able to see just how much progress has been made by Visceral Games to this brand new entry into the franchise. I'm not going to sing its praises though. There are still a few issues, like the fact that it is very infantry focused, and I don't think they can really pull away from that. I myself really like infantry gameplay, but I know there are a lot of people out there that will probably be skipping Hardline, simply due down to the fact that there isn't enough heavy firepower in terms of vehicles. I think as far as you go is a scout helicopter that's got like machine guns on the side of it. There's no sort of rockets that come off it, there are no tanks, I believe there's no jets as well. So for people that really do like vehicle gameplay, you're going to be very limited with Hardline. But in certain other aspects, I think it really does excel. But by all means, I'm not going to say that it's a perfect game, because no Battlefield game is a perfect game. There's always going to be little bits that annoy some parts of the community, and bits that don't annoy the community, and they really like that. And that's where it leads me on to Bad Company 2, or the Bad Company series in general, because Bad Company was such a departure from what we knew a Battlefield game to be. It didn't take itself seriously. It didn't want to stand up there and say, I am a military shooter. It was more of a laid-back approach, very casual. And I really liked that. And when I say casual, I don't mean in terms of the game style. I mean the way that it sort of portrays itself. It doesn't sort of take itself seriously. It didn't expect itself to be as massive as the other Battlefield games were, because, well, it just wasn't. It only appealed to a certain section of the community, but that section of the community did grow over time. And I think that's where we can relate Bad Company 2 towards Battlefield Hardline. It has a small section that really enjoy that game. By no means will it ever be as big as a main Battlefield game like BF3 or BF4, but it's still carved out its own niche within the community that we have for Battlefield games, and I think that is a really good thing to have. Moving back to the gameplay in the background very quickly though, with Bad Company 2 I had such a good time playing it, and I really wasn't expecting as many people to be in the servers as there actually were. And my god, the Rush servers were completely full. There must have been at least 20 servers that were full. And maybe it's because recently there's been a sale for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, where Bad Company 2 was on offer in the Origin store. I believe it was also on offer on Steam as well. So there must be a lot of people playing this game right now, and it's much more than I've ever seen before. And I really like that. I like the fact that people are going back to play what is a brilliant game. One thing I do hope for in Hardline, in the background, you'll see me playing with the M1 Garand, the M1A1 Thompson, the 1911 pistol, all of which were either like exclusive weapons or veteran weapons that you could only get if you played a certain amount of previous Battlefield titles. Now, I think you had to play at least 2 Battlefield titles previous to Bad Company 2 to have access to the M1 Garand. It might have been 1 or 2. It's too far back for me to really remember now, but I really hope that in Hardline there's something like that for the veterans. If you do manage to port yourself over to Hardline, or you're looking forward to it, and you've played BF3 and BF4, which arguably are the 2 biggest games in the franchise right now, then I think you should be rewarded. You should have something in the game to show that, yeah, I have played those previous titles, I'm now playing this one. In Bad Company 2, the M1 Garand was a huge statement. If you had it and you got killed by it, you knew that that person had played Battlefield for a very long time, and they definitely deserve to have that weapon. And I think in Hardline there should be something like that. A lot of people have mentioned like maybe having a Tommy gun, just like the M1A1 Thompson in this game here, Bad Company 2. Maybe that should be ported into Hardline with like a drum magazine or something. I think that would be a really, really cool idea. I guess what I'm trying to say with this video is that maybe we should all give Hardline a chance. I'm not trying to say, look, I'm not trying to say any way at all that you should just buy this game, because there are people out there that won't like it. But at least try and get yourself involved in the second beta. I think it's really worth it you get your teeth into it, you give it a good try rather than just turning it on, playing around, saying you don't like it and never touching it again. I think you should really try and get yourself involved with the beta, at least play a few games, maybe jump on with your mates as well. It can always be a much better experience when you're playing with somebody that you know. It's much more fun that way. But at least try and get yourself involved, because I think that you'll see how far the Frostbite engine has developed with Hardline. Whether you think it's a Battlefield game or not, it's still a first-person shooter. And for anyone who likes first-person shooters, I think you'll probably enjoy Hardline. I really like it, and I hope you guys do too. So when the next beta comes round, I really do encourage you to give it a go, and then at least you can say, yes, I do like it, I'm going to buy it, or no, I don't like it, I'm going to skip this one. At least then you can make a good decision for yourself. But anyway, thank you very much for watching today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button and leave some comments as well. Let me know what you think about Hardline. Let me know what you think about Bad Company 2 as well. But thank you very much for watching. My name is Westy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.